Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Toledo Rockets return team will have that offense backed up. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Torres. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Rockets will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Here comes the offense on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there on it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Gleason. Quick strike complete.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Torres. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Looking to throw on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's Newton. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
The Rockets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Floats it out in space. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll leave it with him. The ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To throw, it's Gleason. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the Rockets line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The run from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They try to pop a run on the draw.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Looking for room, it's Young. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He'll call his own number. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown time.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The Rockets want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Gleason. He's got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Offense, quick tempo. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And the Rockets are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gleason. And that pass intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase it, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The option look. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Milroe. Got the back over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll go to the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Motion from the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and the defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. Their running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The heat was coming, and the punter gets a gold star for avoiding catastrophe.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. It'll be a draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows their defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive.
The score, Alabama, 24, Toledo, 0. Number 14, set to kick this one off.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Gleason. Flips it out in the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Grabbed in the middle, it's Torres. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They keep attacking through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Stevens.
The first down pass complete to Whiteout. He's brought down at the 33. Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Works the middle of the field. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The lead is 17 as they try to fight their way back in. They'll need a stop on this possession, about to kick it off here. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Zings it complete to the right.
He's brought down at 38. Brings up second down.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to.
Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
He'll try to tack on one more.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fights off a defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stevens. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass. It's Gleason. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
The Rockets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to pop the draw. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And these defensive tacklers just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Offense facing
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. The give from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw them loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the run.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Gleason feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On the ground, it's Young. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
At the 22. Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Milroe. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Newton. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Rockets are in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Stewart. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Toledo. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Miller with the ball. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Brings up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rockets offense is back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Stewart. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that swing pass is basically just an extension of the run game. Trying to get the back out on the perimeter of the field, but nice job by the defense making a tackle.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he'll fire. Using the quick game. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Off the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Stewart. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Quickly complete. The Rockets pick up the first down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
Now, a 4th down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch, called for and made. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Stevens.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Gleason. He makes the connection. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Rockets with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of him before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Fires to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one and give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Gonna run it. It's Young. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat, it's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Leaves it with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.
Tonight's Cardinals support Alabama.